What if cops could legally make money from drug deals? And what if they were the ones doing the selling? Well, it's actually happening in one Florida city, where drug sting operations, often cooked up at family-friendly restaurants, are raising millions in revenue and serious questions about crime fighting. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
You're watching rare video of a kilo of coke being sold for about $23,000. Where are the cops? They're in on it. The guy in the right in this video is a police detective playing the part of a cocaine dealer. The man on the left is the buyer, and the two with their backs to the camera are the paid informants. This is called a reverse sting. The cops aren't buying the drugs, they're selling them. It's a controversial tactic in which cops lure in potential buyers who drive or fly in from all over the country with wads of cash. And in most cases, the cops keep the cash and the buyers' cars and pump millions of dollars into local coffers. And according to the buyer in this case, Gus Borjas, the business ran like clockwork.
And is he convincing? Did you ever suspect him of being undercover?
No, I didn't. Not at all, no. I honestly thought it was a real deal that he was doing, you know?
But this isn't a seedy part of the Sunshine State, but Retirement Central, Sunrise, Florida, home to a giant shopping center, coral-colored homes, and lots of drug busts.
1, 2, 3, there you go.
Borjas is a nurse by profession, the father of two, from Homestead, Florida, who on this day carried a satchel stuffed with $23,000 in cash. He said he'd been convinced to go by a friend.
Did you think to yourself at any point, how on earth did I get myself involved in a drug deal?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I mean, afterwards, but I mean, it wasn't easy for the informant to convince me, but he managed to do it.
It's risky business, and in sleepy Sunrise, these things have become big business. Borjas says he was there because a man owed him money for 5 years and told him this was the only way he'd ever get paid back.
So you're no Walt White from Breaking Bad.
Exactly.
Right?
He walked straight into a trap. The female paid informant aggressively draws the reluctant Borjas into the action.
In order for them to keep the money, they have to make it look like I'm buying the drugs. There she goes, you know, see?
So now she's digging into your
She's
bag.
digging into my bag, yes.
Taking the money out.
Because she's not, she's not taking no for an answer. They're not taking no for an answer. They don't care whether I'm a drug dealer or not. They just want the money.
Finally, the woman physically puts the drugs into Borjas's bag to establish possession. He's seconds away from facing a possible mandatory 15-year minimum sentence for trafficking narcotics.
Well, as soon as the cops came in and they busted us, okay, that's when I realized that they set me up.
If I'm the financial manager of the city of Sunrise, every morning I would walk into the police department and applaud them.
The scale of it seems almost industrial, according to Ross, who defended Gus Borjas in court.
This is a huge business. It's a multi-million-dollar business. It's been going on for years. It has been a daily event in the city of Sunrise.
The lucrative sting operations first came to light in an investigative report in the Sun-Sentinel newspaper.
The police are not actually finding these drug dealers on their own, as you might think would be happening, but they rely on paid and unpaid informants to tell them about people that might be looking for cocaine. And it became obvious to us that the reason that they're doing this is because of money.
Big, big money. Over the past 2 years, the department has netted over $5.8 million. The money was used for new equipment and a lot of overtime for cops involved, some even doubling their salary. The laws even permit non-monetary assets to be seized from suspects.
They take their cars and jewelry, and maybe even one fellow told us the police said, "Hey, I like the sunglasses you're wearing," and snatched them.
But it's not only the police officers who are raking it in. An unknown woman, Sunrise records show, made a total of $800,000 over 5 years as an informer. But the town's mayor defended the practice and the cops, denying it's about money.
We're effective. We're getting these people off the street. And what
You're saying it has nothing to do with the money?
I'm saying it has everything to do with fighting crime. And I will tell you this. It is a tool that fights crime. The suggestion that somehow getting the money out of a drug deal is a bad thing is wrong. We know that one way that you tackle a drug organization is to find out how they're supplying the money and how they're getting part of it. This is one way to do it.
Ultimately, Borjas got his $23,000 back, and the prosecutor gave him a plea deal on a solicitation to purchase cocaine charge because the informant may have gone too far.
These people only get paid if the deal goes down. Gus isn't the one who pulled off his backpack and opened it up. The informant did. She takes his backpack off, she unzips it, she's reaching in for the money. Gus isn't the one who took the cocaine. She took a kilo of cocaine, stuffed it in his backpack. Here's the backpack, go get arrested.
What did you feel once you realized that they did this to a lot of people?
Well, you feel like it's very unfair because, I mean, why should you go to jail if you're not a criminal? Why do they have to make up cases, you know? I mean, only criminals are supposed to go to jail.
Mayor Ryan says that with reporters breathing down their necks, revealing informants' identities and undercover locations, the reverse stings have stopped. He said the department will go back to doing what it always did, fighting crime inside Sunrise. For Nightline, I'm Matt Gutman, Sunrise, Florida.